Hi again, Linda here from Create Your Future. And today I want to talk about limiting beliefs. What are they? How to identify them and what we can do about them. So before we begin, if you'd like one-on-one coaching with myself, check the description box down below. I am having a sale for 50% off and I'd love to help you. Also check out our free course to help you unblock your blocks and manifest fast. So what are limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are things that are not factual, but they are beliefs that we were taught through childhood and now deem them as true. And they are creating our self-concept and they are affecting the way we see, perceive things and think and assume things to be true. So we are actually born as blank slates. So to all my fellow early childhood education people out there, where you at? We are born as blank slates. They call it tabula rasa. And everything that happens between birth to the age of 12 is what molds us. So it's a very crucial time from that point to that age where whatever we see, whatever we experience, it could be from our families, it could be culturally, it could be experiences growing up. Those are things that will create limiting beliefs because they are not factual. They are things that we assume to be true because we have experienced them, been told them, witnessed them growing up so often that we have been conditioned to believe they are true. So, for example, if people say people that divorce never want to get remarried again, limiting belief. If they say you're too old to have children or go back to school or change your job, limiting belief. You're not attractive enough to have a partner because you're too tall, short, thin, overweight, whatever the case may be. Limiting belief can be somebody saying that so-and-so only likes blondes, so-and-so only likes brunettes. It could be culturally that you have a limiting belief from your family that you can only date someone of a certain culture, of a certain gender, of a certain religion. Maybe you have a belief that in your culture or your background, things have to be done this way. And if they're not done this way, it's not going to happen. Another limiting belief could be that it's impossible to win the lottery. Well, somebody has to buy a ticket and somebody has to win. So it's not impossible, limiting belief. Men or women always cheat. Relationships never work out, limiting belief. Don't get your hopes up high. Don't get your hopes up too high. That's another comment and phrase that we hear. Limiting belief. They say that so that you don't get too excited for something because it might not happen. You're going to be disappointed. Limiting belief. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Limiting belief. So these are basically things that are not factual and not everyone agrees or believes it. If it was factual and everyone agreed and believed it, then it would be fact. It would be truth. So a limiting belief is something that you were taught. For example, if I say the sky is blue, factual. If I say the grass in spring is green, factual. If I say I need to breathe to survive, factual. Everyone, I'm sure, can agree with me that it is true. Limiting beliefs are not true to everyone. So for example, if somebody says that, you're too old to have a child, says who? Based on what? There's many people that have children later on in life. If people say, they're divorced, and SP might tell you, I'm divorced and I'm not looking into marrying again. Limiting belief. There are many people I'm sure you can think of that have gotten remarried after a divorce or a horrible breakup. If you have a limiting belief that you're not attractive enough for whatever reason, because maybe growing up you were teased by your looks, by your race, by your hair, or something like that. So now you have a limiting belief that you're not attractive enough to get that person or that desire. Well, if it was factual, then everyone would say you're too tall, you're too short, you're not pretty enough. But I'm pretty sure there's someone that's complimented you or another person that has wanted to date you or hang out with you. So again, it's not factual. So what I want you to start to do is write a list of those types of beliefs. And what I want you to do beside it is write another list explaining how it can be a possibility. So basically exactly what I just showed you in my examples is what I want you to do on the list. So let's just say you're applying for a job and you have a list that says, I'm not experienced enough for the job. They're looking for somebody with more education. I'm too old for this position. It's too late for me to change careers. Limiting beliefs. What I want you to do directly beside it is write an example of how it can be changed and how it is possible. So for example, if we're saying that I'm not experienced enough for the position, maybe they're looking for someone with less experience so that they could train them the way that they want to be trained instead of somebody else coming with already like bad habits from another position. Maybe the belief of I don't have enough education to get the position. Maybe they're looking for someone without the education because sometimes they could pay them a little bit less than paying someone that has a whole bunch of degrees. Or maybe they have their own training, so they're not really interested in how much of education you have or what degree you have because they're going to train you in their way. Maybe your assumption of it's too late, I'm too old to change careers. Maybe they're looking for someone with experience. Maybe they're looking for someone that's mature. Maybe they've come across so many of these young people straight out of college or university that seemed so eager to work, but because they're so young, they're immature, they're calling in sick. Maybe they do want someone a bit older and mature to take over that part of the company or that job position. So what I want you to do is challenge your thoughts. Every time you have a belief, challenge and ask yourself, is it factual, or can I write a list beside it of how it can change and examples of how it works and proof that somebody else has accomplished it regardless of that limiting belief? And I want you to see if it's a limiting belief or factual, and that's how you're going to catch what your limiting beliefs are. And once you catch those limiting beliefs, I want you to tell yourself the opposite, which is exactly what we just did. The minute your mind goes to, I'm too old for this position, they're never going to hire me. No. Stop. Control, Alt, delete. I'm mature for this job, and this is the exact reason why they're going to hire me. I'm not experienced enough for the job. I'm never going to get it. Stop. Control, Alt, delete. You know what? They're looking for somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience because they want to train me in their way with their trainings and videos and modules in their style. And that's what I want you to do. Know that the limiting beliefs kind of were programmed from your past, and know that your limiting beliefs are not factual, and know that limiting beliefs can be changed based on your assumption and your mental diet towards them. So I hope that helped clarify what limiting beliefs are, how to identify them, and how to change and get rid of them. And if you need more help with this, like I said, look in the description box below. You can get one-on-one coaching with me, and I would love to help you identify your limiting beliefs. Talk to you soon. Bye.